correct. Good day, viewers. I remember myself again, Otemu Ogenenyeron, teaching on YouTube. I encourage you, who have not yet subscribed, to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Otemu Mass Success. Last month, February 5th, I came live, and today, March 5th, I am also coming live. I taught a topic last month which had to do with quadratic linear, simultaneous linear quadratic equation. Today, I want to talk about the topic today, bearing and distance. Bearing and distance. Now, let's take some simple questions as regard bearing and distance. We talk about an aircraft took off from an airstrip with an average speed of 35 km per hour on a bearing of 0-15 degrees for 2 hours. It then changed course and flew on a bearing of 100 degrees with an average speed of 22 km per hour for another 2.5 hours. Find it. Number one, the distance from the starting point to 2 decimal places, and the bearing from the airstrip to the nearest what? Degree. The bearing of the airstrip to the nearest degree. Okay. Solution. Solution. If you look at the force given to you, is speed, and the time is given to you. The distance is what you are going to look for. And we say speed is equals to distance traveled all over time taken. Speed is equal to distance traveled all over time taken. So I will call here speed 1. I will call here speed 1. I can call here distance traveled 1. I will call here time taken 1. Look at the distance, the speed 1 there is 35 km per hour. We are looking for the distance 1. Take note. And the speed 1 is 2 hours. 2 hours. So hour, we cancel hour. Then the first distance there will be 35 km times 2. It will be 35 km times 2. When you use to multiply 35, it gives you 70 km. It gives you 70 km. So instead of using this one, now yes, distance 1, I will write it down because I was simply the ball, is 70 km. Okay, let's go to the other side. The same formula, speed 2 is equals to distance traveled 2 over the time taken 2. And when we look at this place, the speed 2 is 22 km per hour. We are looking for the distance to, and what is the time taken is 2 whole number 1 over 2. 2 whole number 1 over 2 is a mixed fraction. Is a mixed fraction. So to change to improper fraction, this 2 will multiply 2 give us 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 over 2. We cross multiply. The distance 2 is equals to, okay, this is r. Take note, r we cancel r, is 22 times 5 over 2. This we cancel this, give us 11. 11 times 5 is 55 kilometer. Okay, let me write it somewhere here. The distance to is 55 kilometer. Okay, now we have got to the distance. I want to start solving now. All right. So we'll now interpret the question in bearing. If your diagram is not correct, you're walking. That's what I used to tell my children, my students in school. Your walking will not be what? Correct. Okay. Now I say an aircraft took off from an airstrip. So airstrip is the starting point. Airstrip from is the starting point. And before you draw, you must understand your 4 cardinal points. Let me use A to represent the airstrip. Let me use A to represent the airstrip. Okay, let's proceed. Say with an average speed of this, we shall calculate the distance already, on a bearing of 0, 15 degree. Here is 90 degree. Here is 180 degree. Here is 270 degree. Here is 360 and also the starting point. If it is 15 degree, it will fall within this range. We fall there. Now, here is 0, 15 degree. And take the one was, let me call here, let me draw another 4 cardinal points here. I will call here B. And the distance there was 70 kilometers. The distance is 70 kilometers. And you say, well, look at it. When you get to B, the aircraft then changed its course and flew. Always consider the bearing. And flew from here in a bearing of 100 degrees. I told you, yes, 90. So 100 will fall between here and here. So I will draw again. From here to here is my 100 degree. If you now come to this place, you draw your 4 cardinal points. Okay. Now, and this distance, which is distance 2, is 55 kilometers. Is 55 kilometers. I will call this point C. Take note, this is my airship. This is my airship. Okay, so we can now join it together. If here is 15 degree, here will be 15 degree. Reason, alternate angle. Okay, if from here to here is 100 degree, and you know that the sum of angle in a straight line is 180 degree, you now say 180 degree. So here will be 80 degree. That point will be 80 degree. Okay, if that place is 80 degree, you will join from here to here. What is 80 plus 15 is 95 degree. That place is 95 degree. Okay, that's now. So look at the question. You find its distance from the starting point. Look at where the airship now lands, and this is the starting point. So I'm finding this distance. Okay, as I use here as A, let me use it for my small a. Now, what we are looking for, I will use it as my small b. While this other place, I will use it as my small c. Okay, let's use cosine formula. Let's use cosine formula. Okay, what does that mean? I'm treating the topic bearing and what? Distance. I'm treating the topic bearing and distance. Okay? Now, I'm coming. Now, when you want to look for the distance, we're going to use cosine rule. We are not using cosine rule. In one of my videos, I have treated the topic cosine rule. This is the where we are looking for. Now say b squared is equals to a squared plus c squared. I have derived it before. Minus 2ac cos b minus 2ac cos b. So here is b squared. What is our a there? It's 55 squared. What our c there is 70 squared. Then minus 2 times this 55 times this 70, then cos b. Look at b here. Look at cos b is cos 95 degrees. Cos 95 degrees. So we can now say what is 55 squared? 55 squared simply means 55 times 55. It will give us 3025. 55 squared gives us 3022 squared. What is 70 squared? It gives us 4900. 4900. And what is 2 times 55 times 70? They give us 7700 times this is negative. Now, so to look at it in your calculator or figure table, in 4 figure table, you will subtract 180 from this. When you subtract 180 from this, to give you a negative value. Okay, let us use calculator. Hold your calculator, and your calculator must be on degree. Cos 95, what does it give to us? 0.0872. 0.0872. That is cos 95. Then b squared. What is 3025 plus 4900? Here is 5. Here is 2. Here is 9. And here is what? 7. Which is 7925. Okay, let's multiply. Take note. Minus times minus is plus. Minus times minus is plus. When you use this to multiply this, you will get 671.44. 671.44. Now, what is now b squared? We add these two together. When you add it together, it will give you 8596.44. 8596.44. We are looking for b, but not b squared. Then what is b? Is the square root of 8596.44. Okay, and what is the square root of 8596.44? B here Okay, let's look at the square root. It gives us 92.71. Then the other one is 698. 698. But take note, we are asked, if you look at the question, we are asked to approximate to 2 decimal places. We are asked to approximate to 2 decimal places. So therefore, B is by approximation 92.72 kilometers. Because we can approximate 6. When you are writing your y, like I'm an examiner, I mark y. If you fail to write your kilometer, yes, you write 92.72, you are correct. But if you fail to put this one, we now say A1 minus 1, omission of unit. That means we give you your mark and take it back. Now, it's also kilometer. If you have to put meter, it's the same marking pattern. So you must leave your answer in the unit you are given. All right. So the distance of the S shape from each starting point now is 92.72 kilometers. Okay. What is the question? Let me look at my white question, my question paper here. It does say, now we should find the bearing of the S strip to the nearest degree. The bearing from the S strip. So look at the S strip here. The bearing from the S strip. I will use theta to represent it. So permit me to clean. I've gotten my distance. Permit me to clean A to human figure 1. If that permit me, I would feel like doing 2 teaching on this topic. I told you if your diagram is not correct, your working will not be correct. Okay. Now, if you are asked to find the bearing of the S strip from the S strip, now this B and is given to you. We are looking for A and the other A is given to you. So Roman figure 2, we are going to use sine rule. We are going to use sine rule, which says that B over sine B is equals to A over sine A. You can say no. You want to use sine B over B is equal to sine A over A. You are very correct. We are having the same answer. Okay, what is our small b now? Is 92.72 over sine 95 degree. Is equals to A. What is A there? Is 55 over sine A. That is what we are looking for. Okay, let's cross multiply. Sine A is multiplying 92.72, which is equals to, you can write sine 95 first, or you write 55. Okay, let me write sine 95 degree times 55 times 55. Okay, let's make sine A the subject of the formula. Sine A is equals to sine 95 times 55 all over 92.72. Okay, let's work step by step. Sine A. What is sine 95? You press your 4-figure table. you take this, in this sign, you take it from 180. So sign is positive. Now, which is now sine 95, what did it give to us? Is 0.99 0.99619. Okay? I just have to write it because you want to use calculator. You must 1, 2, 3, 4. This 9 is an approximable value. So here will be 2. Here will be 2 times 50 what? 5 over 92.72. So sine A, let's multiply now. What is 0.9962 times 5? It will give us 54.791 divided by 92.72. It will give us what? 54.791 divided by 92.52. All right, let's now divide. What is now sine A? Okay, let us say divide by 92.72. It gives us, I'll come again, 54.791 divided by 92.72 is 0.5909. Okay, 0.5909. We are looking for A, but not sine A. So what is A? Is sine inverse, or you can say arc sine of 0.5909. It's 0.5909. Now, if you want to use your four-figure table, you will go to the body of your four-figure table, look at this value. If you don't get it, you will get what is close to it. Then you trace it to the angle. Trace it up. You go that you now subtract it. If you go that close, you now subtract what is close to this. Go to the difference column, take it up, you will get your answer. Okay, let's use our calculator. When you then use your calculator, our answer is equal to 36.22 degrees. So here is 36.22 degrees. And the question asks us to find the bearing from the S strip. Okay? The bearing from the S strip. So now write, therefore, the bearing from the S strip and I told you, bearing moves in a clockwise direction. You move like this and it ends here. Is equals to 0.15 degree plus 36.22 degree. Now, we want to add it Okay, let's add it together. 36.22 and here is 15.00. Here is 2, here is 2, here is 1, your point is there, and here is 5. Is equals to 51.22 degree. Now we are asked to approximate to the nearest degree. So the nearest degree is 0.51 degree. So this is how we can solve this problem on bearing. So just stay tuned. I want to write question number 2. I want to write question number 2 on the board. Question number 2 on the board. You are just joining me. I'm teaching the topic bearing and distance. I'm teaching the topic bearing and distance. Stay connected to Table Math Success and link up my teaching online. Okay, let me do number 2. Say, why question 2021? Say, a cottage. I'm done with number 1. A cottage is on a bearing of 200 degree and 110 degree from Dugbe and Mammoth. Dugbe and Mammoth farm respectively. Yes, full stop there. If Dugbe or Dugbe walk 5 kilometers and Mammoth is 3 kilometers from cottage. Take note, these two they are bearing from, or they take their walk from cottage. All right, from cottage to their farm, comma, correct to Roman figure 1, two significant figures, comma, the distance between the two farms. Roman figure 2, the nearest degree, the bearing of Mammoth farm from Dugbe's farm. Dugbe's what? Farm. Okay, look at it. So a cottage is on a bearing of 200 degrees and 110 from Dugbe and Mammoth farm respectively. If if Dogbe walk 5 kilometers and Mamu walk 3 kilometers from cottage to their farm, if you calculate correct to two significant figures, the distance between the two farms, and remember figure 2, the nearest degree, the bearing of Mamu's farm from Dogbe's farm. All right. Look at it. They said Dugbe walk this. So let me write Dugbe here. It walks, let me call Dogbe. And this is Mamu's. Dugbe walk 200, while Mamu walk 110. So this is 90 degree, 180, here is 270. So 200 will fall between here. From here to here is 200 degrees. It will stop there. The brother can happen. Then Mamu walk also, both of them take their walk from Dugbe. There is Dogbe. Here is cottage, sorry. This one, Mamu's walk 110. Here is 90, 180. So 110 will fall here. So here is 110 degrees. And we're told that Dugbe walk 5 kilometers. So here is 5 kilometers. And Mamu walk 3 kilometers. Here is 3 kilometers. So let's join together. Okay. Now let's walk. If from here to here is 210, and when you stop here, it's 180. So what is from here to here is 200 degree minus angle in a straight. From here to here is 110, and this is angle in a straight line, which gives you, that is from here to gives you 180. So it is 180 degree minus 110 degree, here will be 70 degree, which is alternate to here 70 degree. So when you join these two places, it gives us 90. That is to tell you that the angle is a right angle triangle. Let me call here, okay, yes, C, let me call here a small c. Yes, D, capital Dugbe, let me call here a small d. Yes, Mamu, let me call here a small m. Now, if it is 90 degrees, we are going to use Pythagoras theorem. We are going to use Pythagoras theorem. Now, let's talk about Pythagoras theorem. Let's use Pythagoras rule, which says that from figure 1, we are using Pythagoras theorem. We say the square of the hypotenuse, because this is the hypotenuse, where the side that faces the right angle is our hypotenuse. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. And what is also required, I say d square plus n square. So c is the square root of d square plus n square. Then c, what is d there? D is 3. The square root of 3 square. And what is n is 5 square. Alright? C is equal to the square root. What is 3 square? It gives us 3 times 3, which is 9. What is m square? M square is 5 times 5, gives us 25. Alright. C is equals to, what is 25 plus 9. 25 plus 9, it gives us 34. Okay, let's find the square root of 34. We find equal to 34, give you 5.8309. And take note, the question says we should approximate to two significant figures. So C will give us 1, 2. This is the figure. So can we approximate to no, which is 5.8. What's the unit that time? Kilometer. So that is 5.8 kilometer. And we are asked to find the bearing of Mamu from Dogbe. Now, look at Dogbe. So we are using this. Okay, I can use alpha, I use theta to get it. Here the angle faces is called the opposite. Here is the hypotenuse, and here is the adjacent. So now, what obey opposite and adjacent is tan theta. What obey opposite and adjacent is tan theta. So now write tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. So we are looking for the theta here. So tan theta, what is opposite there is 3, adjacent is 5. So tan theta, what is 3 divided by 5 is 0.6. 3 divided by 5 is 0.6. Now, we are looking for theta, not tan. So theta is tan inverse of 0.6. Okay? You can use your physical table. You can equally use your calculator. What is tan? You press your shift, you press your tan, you press 0.6. It gives us 30.996 degrees. But take note, we are asked to find the bearing of Mammals from Dogbe. So, as I told you, my bearing moves in a clockwise direction. Bearing moves in a clockwise direction. So, therefore, the bearing of Mammals farm from Dogbe's farm, which I told you people in the proper direction, you now write this 200 degree, and our answer we've gotten here to be 30.96 plus 30.96. Make sure you are putting your degree. If you don't put your degree anywhere in your question, we mark and take our answer back. But if you can see degree in 1 or 2 places, we give you your full mark. So what is 200 plus 30.96 is 236.96 degrees. Okay, what are we have to approximate for? To the nearest degree. To the nearest degree will give us 237 because we can approximate 9 degrees. So this is, I've given you 236. Let us approximate. Here is 230, not 36, sorry. So here will be 231 degrees. Because when you add 200 plus 30 is 230. Writing error, please. So when you now approximate, it gives us 231 degrees. I encourage you again to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Otebu. Mass success. God bless you.